Welcome to Allies or Enemies. I'm Jess.
And I am Sean, and today we are talking about Airecon, which is honestly our favorite convention of the year. This one is just all about playing games, hanging out with folks, and it is happening March 14th to 17th. And we want to talk about 10 things we're really excited about Airecon.
And this is the third year we're going to be going, and this is the first year we got press passes, which is really exciting. And that does not impact our opinion at all. We booked our hotel the day Airecon finished last year, so we were going to go no matter what.
And let's just talk about it. Let's start off with the biggest one, and I did just mention this is all about playing games. And the whole thing basically is open gaming. This is just a giant bunch of halls. It's going to be even bigger this year. Last year it was like 4 or 5 halls. This year it's, I don't know, 29 halls.
It's not 29.
It's like 6 or 7 halls. But it's a whole bunch of halls. And they got this huge gaming library that is actually really well stocked. I would say the best stocked gaming library of any convention that I've been to. And we always get to play a bunch of stuff we haven't played before.
Yeah, it almost isn't enough time. Well, it never really is enough time.
No, it's not close to enough time.
Because there's tons of things in the library we want to play, and everyone there is so nice. The staff and volunteers are great. So, like, I remember there was times when you really wanted something out of the library, and they were so good at, like, keeping an eye out for it for you.
Oh, yeah, last year. What was it last year? There was one game last year that I really, really wanted, and they had not put it in. Oh, it's 10 Penny Parks, and they had not. It hadn't been logged into the system correctly, or something weird had happened. And every time I would go back, and the guy would just be like, "Not yet, not yet." And then they like flagged me down once they got it in the system because I had been by so many times to make sure that I got it. And it was great, super fun game. But that's kind of the extra mile they go to. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about the open gaming. That's 90% of what you're going to be doing at Airecon.
Another great thing is the food trucks, and they have a whole wide selection. So I'm excited to see our favorites back again this year. And my go-to is the poutine one. As Canadians, we love poutine.
Yeah, we officially have to, but I will say, when you get the poutine, don't get any of the extra crap on it, because they explain to me even, we have to add all this stuff for like British taste. Don't. You think you need it, you don't need it. All you want on that poutine is cheese and gravy. That is it.
And fries.
And honestly, I would eat a cup of cheese and gravy, but is that more or less healthy? I don't know, but yes, and fries.
Another favorite is the crate food truck. The lady there is lovely. It became our go-to breakfast. So definitely check out the food trucks. There'll also be some food stalls inside for the first time this year too.
The next one, and another really big one, are the Watch It Played events. And we go to most of these every year. The team from Watch It Played comes over, they host it, and they do a terrific job.
Yeah, and there are a whole selection. So there's the regular strike tournament that happens every year, which is our favorite one. They have a couple new ones this year, which I'm intrigued about. They seem kind of quiz-like. There's one that uses like a phone for quizzes, another one that seems a little bit different. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, they are fantastic hosts, so we always sign up for them.
And where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time will be the Playtest Zone. So like I've talked about on the channel, I'm designing a whole whack of games, and I'm going to have a bunch of different games there. I will be there 4:30 to 7:30 on Thursday and Friday. But other folks that I know and are making really cool games are going to be there as well, and they'll be there all weekend. So it's such a great chance to both help out people who are working on games and to see games well before they're published, and you can be like, I played that like 2 years ago, and now here it is, and now all of you suckers like it, and I liked it way before. But I'm going to be there. I'm going to have games about the 80s, about making a food truck market, about paleontology, cowboys. Really, if you watch this channel, it's what you would expect from me. But please come by, say hi, play games there as well. It's really cool.
It is one of the things we love is just walking around and joining people playing games. But if you want something a little bit more structured, there are scheduled games. My favorite ones are the mega games, where they play way above the suggested player count by getting a whole bunch of copies. So there's Draftosaurus Rex, there's number 9, which they're calling number 90, there's Mega Karuba. there's a whole bunch of other scheduled games too. There is like a massive war games section in there. So if you're interested in war games and want to try Undaunted or Cuba Libre, there are a ton that you can sign up for.
Yeah, I've always been a little bit interested in war games, especially Cuba Libre, because I hear that that's such a great like entry point into the whole idea of coin games, and because I'm just interested in the history of Cuba. So that's what I'm really keen for. But also those mega games, sometimes there are a lot of people, sometimes they're like giant games as well. And I'm not sure what's going to be what, because I know last year they had like a people-sized Hey That's My Fish, I think.
Yeah, I think there's Suro and Hey That's My Fish, that's giant style that you'll be able to find as well.
The next one that is always popular is the bring and buy, and we bring quite a few down there. We always try to come back with less than what we go with. We are not always successful because we always buy a few things, but I do love going around shopping for bargains. We found some great ones. We picked up Sierra West at Airecon. I really love that. We've also picked up some stinkers, including one literal stinker that I won't name, but when we opened the box, it just smelled like a bunch of tiny men were in there having a cigar smoking competition. So I would say open them up and take a whiff before you buy them, maybe. And you can do that. You can take a peek inside and stuff, but yeah, it is a great way to find some deals and to find some that maybe you just bring back the next year and resell, and they're just kind of like year-long rentals.
Part of the reason why we sometimes don't come back with more games than we have space for is because of the charity raffle. And the very first year we went, we ended up winning one of the bundles. So the charity raffle is more games than you could possibly need that go onto each of these stacks. And there's usually like about 6 or 8 different ones that you can win. And it's an amazing selection. And we were lucky enough to win our first year. But even if you don't, it's just super fun to like drop your tickets in the various tables.
And I was positive we were going to win. And when she says that there's 6 to 8 different tables. And those tables are filled with like, I don't even know how many games. So many games. Like we ended up with a lot of games. The next year there were even more games, and I saw the just like photos of what has been donated for this year, and it's bonkers. It's crazy how many games. But it's really fun. Everyone's sitting in the thing doing the raffle, calling the number. But yeah, that first year I was like, Jess, who's going to go pick it up? Because we are going to win. And then last year I was like, we're not going to win. So far, I'm like a crystal ball fan.
I was so glad we didn't as well, because people recognized us from winning last year. And
Yeah,
I think
we
they
would
would
have
have been a
been
little
real
bit
jerks.
like, oh, you won again.
Yeah, now we've had a year between though. So I wouldn't feel so bad. There is also, if you want to buy new games that are still in shrink, there is an exhibitor hall. It's a fairly small exhibitor hall compared to most conventions like you would expect, but I think that's kind of part of the charming part of it. But there is an exhibitor hall. There will be a bunch of the UK game stores will be represented there, and there's a few publishers who will be represented there. We always love playing the demos. Hachette are always there, and their demo team, I think, is the best in the business. Like I always love, and they don't supply us with any games, so we're making nothing out of saying that. Although Hachette, if you want to supply us with some games, we're right here. But yeah, their demo team is just, they are terrific.
Yeah, and everyone really is. Again, it's so friendly. I think that's one of the reasons we love Airecon is all the volunteers, all of the staff are so lovely. And because it's not a giant convention like UK Gaming Expo, we have lots of opportunity to play the demo games.
Yeah, there's not usually a lineup, although there will be Lorcana, so expect Lorcana. Put Lorcana expectations onto the Lorcana thing if that's your thing. But if Lorcana is your thing and you like that CCG kind of world, there is also going to be a Star Wars Unlimited tournament, which I think is one of the first times that they're showing off Star Wars Unlimited, which I'm not into CCGs because I don't have the money and I have a bit of I got a bit of a collecting problem. And I love Star Wars, so I will be nowhere near this. You will not see me at the Star Wars Unlimited tournament. But if you have better money control and you want to play the Star Wars Unlimited card game, which I know will be awesome, tell me it sucks, please, so I don't buy it. But if you want to play it, there's going to be a thing there, and there's going to be a bunch of other tournaments too.
Yeah, there's a Hive tournament this year, and there's a Crokinole tournament. And the Crokinole tournament's great because they give everybody an opportunity to have a go at first, because not everybody has a massive Crokinole board. So I love at least getting a game in to try. I haven't tried the tournament style, but it's a great chance to just play a lot of crokinole.
And she's weirdly good at it. We were going to do the tournament last year, and Jess just destroyed me at crokinole, and then you didn't join the tournament. I was like, no, I have no business being in this tournament. You probably should do it this year, because, yeah, she's got some untapped. If you're a pro crokinole team,
I am not. I think it was very much beginner's luck that time.
Or it was poor competition. I don't know what.
It could be either. Now, the very most important thing about Airecon is the friends, and there are so many people we are looking forward to seeing. There are Airecon-specific friends. There's people that we met our first year, played some of the Watch a Played games with, that we saw again last year, that I'm looking forward to seeing again this year. It's such an amazing opportunity to have these like once a year weekend friends.
And we always put up the like looking for players flag, and we have met so many people through that have become just convention friends that we see here, we see at UKGE, we see other places. It's terrific. And this year especially, because we moved here from London, we haven't been in London in a couple months. I know it's only like 2 months, but we're missing everyone from London, so I'm really excited to see all my friends from the London UK playtest groups, see all the stuff they're working on, show them stuff I'm working on, see our other friends from London, see, and most importantly, to make new friends. So please, if you see us, ask us to play a game. We want to play a game with you. We love playing games with other channels. We love playing games with viewers. We love playing games with people who don't know us at all. Just anyone out there. Although if you don't know us at all, you're probably not watching this. But really, if you see us, please ask us to play a game, because that's what the whole thing's about.
It really is based on open gaming. The whole thing, that is its focus, and that's why we love going. So we are looking forward to playing a lot of games, eating some tasty food, and meeting some new folks.
Yeah. And that is it. So if you do see us around, please do say hi. And another bit of important news is we are setting up, or have already set up, a Patreon. And there's going to be a link to that in the description. And that's going to have other ways to connect. It's going to have little extra clips, just some bonuses. But if you do have the ability to be able to support that, we're really looking to grow the channel, to do new things with the channel. So we'd love that. If you don't, please don't worry about that at all. We're going to have all the same stuff, and hopefully even more stuff on the channel.
Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know in the comments if you're going to Airecon or what your favorite convention is. And as usual, please like, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next time for another game.